Welcome to Tales and Tatase. I am Atinúkę, your host, storyteller, and culinary adventurer. Today, I have a very special guest, an Aburo who's also a private chef. I'll let her come and tell you what she's doing because she tried to tell me, but the rehearsal was a fail. So please, Ope, my darling, come through. But yeah, tell them, please. Me more.
So today we're gonna explore what we can do with Nigerian food a bit more. Yes. So we're gonna do some pan-seared sea bass with an egusi coconut cream and some stir-fried like veggies on the side, which is like kale, some red peppers and onions as well. So
will I be able to eat it with eba?
No, not this time.
Okay.
It's not every time you have to eat something with eba.
Okay.
Sometimes you just have to go the healthy route. This is a more healthy route.
What's this equipment here?
Okay, so we're gonna look at ways that we can elevate our dishes when we're doing platings at home, and I'm gonna show you how to make a tuile. So just to make your dish look completely different when you're at home, you have a guest coming over, you want to make it look fancy. So we're gonna make a tuile to put on the top as well.
I'll put the link for this equipment.
It's on Amazon.
On Amazon, thank you. Okay, nice. So run us through your ingredients and steps, and let's see what it is you're giving us.
So we've got the sea bass. So firstly, that we're just gonna salt and pepper, nice, and sometimes we don't over season because all the magic is in the sauce for this dish.
I love that.
And the sauce is like an egusi cream. So we'll still cook egusi almost the same way that we cook it. But instead of adding, some people add like chicken stock, beef stock, we're gonna use coconut milk this time.
Oh, wow.
And then we're gonna blend it, and it's gonna be like a smooth, almost like if you have a curry, like, I don't know if you've had like a korma curry or any of those curries that have like cashew nuts inside. It's always very creamy and like smooth.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that instead with our egusi. So it's going to be nice and smooth sauce. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
And then we've got the kale, and this is going to be some kale, some mushrooms, red pepper and onions. And then that we're going to saute in a pan and we're going to serve it with it. So nice and simple, healthy. If you're on a weight loss journey.
It's here. I don't know, this coconut cream and this egusi shabo.
Healthy fats.
Okay, in it. Yes. I'm getting you. Anyway, I feel safe. The fact that I can see atarodo and no chicken cubes
this crayfish.
And crayfish powder. And you told me this is, guys, infused efirin oil. I need to get her on the shelves and having a show. This chick has so much that she's giving. Infused efirin oil. Are you taking this when you're going home?
No, I brought it for you actually.
I thought I should ask on TV and be on the show so that she won't say no. But yes.
I'll give you more if you want to. I can make you more.
Thank you. So are we ready to go?
Yes, we are.
Let's go.
Ready to go.
So what are we going to do now? Do you want to run us through?
So we're going to start with the egusi coconut cream.
Okay.
And same way you would make an egusi.
So they don't know how to make egusi.
Okay. We're gonna run through it.
Yeah.
We're gonna run through it, but we're gonna start with the palm oil.
Palm oil, okay. So put the palm oil.
Okay. Just a little bit of that. Then we're gonna go with a bit of some normal oil as well.
What does that do?
So I don't want it to be like heavy on the palm oil taste.
Okay.
So it's almost like we're diluting it a little bit.
Okay.
And then we're going to just get it up to heat up a little bit.
Okay. So no bleaching.
No bleaching at all. Because we want that palm oil taste inside.
Okay.
And then now I'm going to put some onions inside.
Okay.
Just a little bit because we're going to keep some for our veggies as well.
Okay.
So I'm just going to put like half of it.
Like half of it, okay. So we cut here about 4 onions.
Yeah. So for the first half, we're probably using about 2 onions.
2 onions, and then the other
one will be 2 onions as well.
Okay.
So we just want to get that frying up. So
So this is proper. This is a bit healthy, isn't it? Because this is not like proper egusi. Like the oil is really little.
Like the oil is so little.
It's really little, yeah. So
all we want is like that yellow color, because by the time it comes out with coconut milk, you see it almost looks like an Indian curry, but not an Indian curry.
Ah, so this is really nice.
So we're just gonna put that. I'm gonna get it up.
So, how did you come into being a private chef?
It's been a long journey since I was like 6.
6.
Yeah.
Who wants to be a private chef at 6 years old?
I was in Nigeria. I was watching Food Network one day.
Oh wow!
And I saw chefs on the TV with like knives, and I was like, ooh, sharp.
That's the therapy that we need there. Nice sharp.
I was like, I don't know, there's something like chefs and sharp knives. There's just something about when you're cutting things and it goes like smooth. It's something just, it's so nice.
I just want to pray for you quickly.
No, like when you're cutting stuff and your knife is not, because back in the day, the knife used to struggle.
Did you ever go on like a stone head and like try to sharpen
or on the floor? It's always touch up. So next, we're just going to put in all these cloves of garlic. This is about 4 cloves of garlic.
Yeah.
That I've just cut in halves.
Okay.
And we're leaving it whole because we're still going to blend it.
Yeah.
So I didn't finely chop it. So we're just going to put that in as well.
And then stir again.
Stir again.
Wow, I'm just thinking though. I mean, the world has changed now. If a 6-year-old tells their mom that they want to be a chef, it'll be fine. But at that time, I know my parents thought I was going to be a medical doctor because they said I was always very caring. Yeah. And if anybody's ill or anything, I was going to take care of them. So I was definitely going to be a doctor. So for now, small, they're calling me Dr. Ilewa, doctor. And then I failed my first year medicine. And then I'm like, can I study maths, please? That's all I wanted to do anyway from the beginning. So yeah, so that's really, really good that your mom encouraged you. So they lost school. Did you go to this school?
So I went to school, but she also she encouraged me because I got to work with, I had an auntie that had a bakery. My mom would drop me there after school, so I learned how to bake. I also went to like cooking summer schools.
Oh wow, she did really encourage you.
She encouraged me, but she didn't think I was going to do it full time.
Yeah, so she's like, it's a hobby, let her just do it.
Yeah.
And what did you study?
I like food. I did business economics in uni.
So you can combine the two, your restaurant and then your private chef business, and then...
I do. I actually work with both of them because sometimes everyone in my kitchen is just like, you're a bit too business minded. Because I'm like, oh, we're wasting this. Do you know how much that costs? And they're like, we don't care.
So is that business mind or...
Nigeria. My African mentality.
Do you understand? When
I was in culinary school, when I see people about to throw something in the bin, I just go, give me.
Wow.
They're like, oh, the salt is just, I said, bring it.
Don't worry.
At one point, I used to bring a trolley to school just because I know it's Friday and they're about to throw a lot of things in the bin. They knew me. They're like, Opa is going to bring a trolley and pack everything.
No, but that's fantastic though, because... I used to pack it all. If you even know the story about the Bible when they say manna fell, they're like, take what you need. Because some people are greedy and they'll take too much. So we don't waste here.
We don't waste.
This is part of the no waste,
zero waste
ministry.
Amen.
I'm getting that. Okay.
Next, we've got a whole Scotch bonnet here.
Yeah.
And
I'm good with that.
Everyone says they're good with it.
Yeah.
So we hold on to
Are you good with it?
I'm great with it.
Okay, then let's
So this I learned from like Caribbean cooking, but they tend not to blend or chop their peppers. They'll just put it in there to infuse.
Yeah.
But this one we're going to blend it at the end, but I'm just going to leave it whole.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to add half of this red peppers as well. We chopped up around 4 as well.
Yeah.
So 2 for this dish and then 2 for the veggies.
Okay.
And most of what I've done is all the things that you're using for both is almost similar.
Yeah.
So you don't really throw away
anything. Not too much work. Yeah.
So I'm just going to do a half of that and keep the rest.
That's so good.
Next, we're going to add the egusi. And this is about, let's say, 150-200 grams of egusi. You can say 1 scoop.
Let the spirit lead you.
As your spirit leads. Me, I like egusi. So I'm just going to sprinkle it in.
Okay. So it's not quite like the way, because
How we cook egusi.
yeah, because I'll blend onions
Yeah.
and crayfish
And
and,
then you
mix it and
make
make
it into,
balls.
like, lumps and
yeah,
stuff.
lumps. That's the word. So
And then we're gonna mix it in.
yeah.
And it's fine however it looks because the cream is going to break it all up.
Yeah, that's fine. It's actually fine even. Yeah.
So we just keep mixing that in.
I love food with colors, so this is just like blowing my mind as well.
Oh, that's great.
I love it. And I can see by the time the kale gets in and the fish.
It's going to be nice.
Oh, okay.
So when we get to this point, I'm going to add some crayfish.
Okay.
Just a little bit of crayfish. As your spirit leads as well.
Because when you say a little bit, some people will take pinch.
Some people do pinch.
So just
I'm doing like half of that. I'm going to mix that in. So once it starts coating the bottom of the pan like that, then that's when we need to start adding our coconut milk.
Okay.
And it's going to splatter everywhere, so I'm going to cover it and I'm going to put it on low.
Okay.
And then we're just going to leave it to cook.
Okay, awesome.
And then we'll come back to it.
So this, I love food creativity. So you can get the coconut milk, but I love food creativity. So did you create this meal yourself? Like where did you get the inspiration for this from?
I think the people I've been working with, before I used to struggle when I started working in chef industry. I used to struggle with like accepting my culture.
All right.
So I never used to cook with Nigerian food for a long time. I wanted to be French and I wanted to be Spanish and Italian.
Yeah.
And then I started meeting other black chefs and I saw what they started to create and I'm like,
You know what? I could do
you know what?
Yeah.
Our dishes are similar to a lot of these fancy dishes.
And that's what the show is about. So
Yeah.
this is about a fusion, how to infuse African or Afro-Caribbean influence into other cuisines. And I'm so happy about this. Sorry, go on.
So I'm going to put some coconut milk. And then just saying what you said after. Let's pour this in. And we just want that to cover it. So up to there. I'm going to leave a little bit more in the bowl.
Okay.
Because when we're blending it, I want to put that back in.
So, okay, nice. I can smell the egusi and the... Hey.
So I'm going to mix
I
that
wish you
in.
people could smell it with me.
And it's going to go really thick. And even when you taste it, you realize like there's a lot of things that you can switch veg stock, meat stock with coconut milk.
Oh yeah.
And it will completely taste the profile of whatever you're cooking.
So I do that with jollof rice.
And how does
It's
it come out?
fantastic. My children, if you tell my children to eat coconut rice, they will always eat it. Except like you're doing with like some jerk lamb or something like that, like a full on. But when I'm doing normal jollof rice, I don't tell them. And sometimes if I don't have chicken stock, I use coconut milk. Obviously, I use my knorr chicken and all of those things for flavor. And I use coconut milk. And they don't even really, they know it tastes different, but they still love it. And now I'm like that, you got what you get. You don't know.
So at this point, I'm going to put in 1 knorr cube. Just because when we blend it as well, and we taste it and go, you want to see how much is going. So even now, when we cover it and leave it to cook, we can put in another 1 or put in salt. I tend to like using the cubes and salt.
Yeah.
Because I like the variation. But
you are in direct
growing up, our cooking used to be heavy on the knorr.
Yeah, trust me, I'm just thinking that, is that one going to be enough? I'm looking at this quantity, I would have used the 2, but that's fine.
So I'm going to put in...
just a cube of the knorr chicken.
Actually, the 1 pack.
Oh, the 1 pack.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant 1.
Oh, so the 1 pack cube.
Okay, so that's the 2 cubes then.
Yeah, so two small cubes.
Yeah. I was thinking that...
Mix it in. And then it's okay if you see like a little bit of like...
Yeah, because we're blending it anyway.
Color underneath, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. The chefs will tell you that that is caramelized.
That's right. That's
Nothing
right.
is burnt here.
Nothing, no.
We don't burn stuff.
No, in the kitchen, we caramelize things.
We caramelize.
We extremely caramelize or just a little bit, but it's all caramelized.
Whatever you want, yeah?
Yeah.
And then we're just going to cover that and let that do its magic.
Okay, no salt, just...
No salt yet.
Not yet.
When we're blending it, we're going to add salt.
Thank you. Sorry.
Next, we're going to be making the sautéed kale and mushrooms. And I like adding an element of like veggies because I'm not used to eating vegetables.
Me too.
Our vegetables is always full of protein.
Yes.
But this time we want to change it up. So we're going to put in some oil just to cover the bottom of the pan. Once your oil's covered the bottom of the pan, bit of oil. I'll say 50 ml of oil if you want. One thing I love doing is like almost slightly caramelized or burnt onions or onions that's going dark.
Yeah, because it's sweet.
It's sweet.
Yeah.
It adds some element of sweetness to it. So next we're going to put in the onions, the rest of the onions that you have. So that's 2 onions.
Okay, you've got your spatula behind you.
Just going to splash.
So nothing you can do as a chef. You have some kind of burns every now and then.
Everywhere. Everywhere. It's too much.
And then, as in,
well, I used to work in this Iranian restaurant. We had to make bread in one of those pizza ovens.
Oh wow!
And people used to pass my back and not say backs. We always say like backs in the kitchen when someone's walking past you, and they never used to say backs. So by the time they touch me, I'll just shake.
Hey!
And my hand just goes at the top of
I just felt your mother's heart beat now. Like I felt her beam. What?
And my hand just go, and then everywhere I had like continuous burns at the top of my hand.
Please, I want to cry. As a mother, that's even what?
Oh, yeah.
And what did you do to the people that will push you? Because it once it happened. I mean,
like 3 times.
What did you do to them?
I used to fight them.
Okay. No, we are Christians, so we don't fight. I just wanted to find out what she did.
But yeah, don't fight people. Don't be like me.
Don't fight people. But Sha, you didn't let you dealt with them.
At this point, we're going to put in some salt.
Okay.
Another thing that helps onions caramelize well is salt. Okay. It brings out all the moisture.
Okay.
And then your onions it cooks a lot faster. The water will come out of it.
But you put it at this point, not at the beginning of it.
I always tend to put it when it's already like in the pan for a little bit.
Okay.
And you now put onions and put salt, sorry.
That's fine. So, how has it been? So, were you a chef in Nigeria or when you came to or in Ghana?
I wasn't a chef, so I went to uni in Ghana.
Okay.
After I finished, my mom went, "Oh, your passport is expiring. Do you want to come to London and renew?" And I went, "Yeah. I'll come, but I'm not coming back."
Wow. Thank you, mommy. I
was like, "I'm not coming back. I'm going to culinary school." She's like, "Okay. When you find school for masters, call me." And I was like, "No, culinary school. I'll send you the bill." Cheers.
Just imagine his masters.
Yeah. And basically, I left school, and 2 weeks after, I just packed my stuff and came to London.
Oh wow.
And as soon as I came here, I just looked for culinary school, different culinary schools, and I sent everything to her. I said, pick your poison. Which one can you afford? And then get back to me.
Wow.
Thank you, mommy.
Thank you, ma. Thank you, ma. I'm very grateful. Because we're here now, she's doing great, amazing things. But you were saying how, because your makeup is perfect, you're saying how you've done makeup, you've tied gele.
It's just the hustle of moving to London, I think. And when I first came, I was like looking for stuff to do in my free time. And I would say that I'm good with my hands. Anything that just involves, because when I was younger, I used to make beads.
Oh, wow.
I like music. I used to play the violin, but I didn't learn it that seriously.
Okay.
So anything that dealt with outside of school work was like my favorite thing to do. So when I came in, my mom was like, "Oh, since you like doing all this YouTube stuff, follow this auntie that goes to parties and does makeup for all the guests. You know when you're waiting in front of Nigerian party and you see the auntie coming, Gele, £5, come. My mom was like, follow her and go.
You know I love your mom.
And do some hustle.
Are you kidding?
Yeah. So I followed the lady for like a couple of months. I used to do makeup for some of our clients because I learned how to do makeup on YouTube. So I'll do makeup for some of our clients. She taught me how to tie gele. So 2 of us will be standing there. "Do you want to tie your gele? Come, £5."
Please, she has to start her own YouTube channel. Please, you people should encourage her on the bottom. I'm going to tag her on YouTube. So that, because you need to tell us this story. So you'd have seen so many things in that process.
Too much. You'll be dragging makeup box all around London and going to these people's parties. And it's just always a funny experience. But I think I did that right before I went into school.
Okay.
And then when I got into school, my teacher then, she was like, she works at a fish market. She teaches at a fish market. Do I want to come and do kitchen porter, chef's assistant, and just watch what she does? And I was like, okay.
And then
that's how I started working at the fish market. working with her washing plate while she teaches the school.
Well, you must have learned a lot in that.
I did. I learned so much, and even the owner was so shocked at how fast I was, and she's like, "How much are they paying you?" I said, "Oh, £50 per day." She's like, "I'll make it 100."
Wow.
And I was like, "Thank you."
Oh.
I was so excited. I was
So
like,
that's
"Yeah,
one
bring
of
it
the
back."
things that people don't see. So they'll see, they're like, "Oh, she's a private chef, she's doing well," but they don't see that part of the
extra
journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just to encourage anybody there that's in the fish market, give your best like you're earning £200, even if you're earning £50 a day. 50 naira even. Whatever situation you find yourself, give your best, because one day, voila. So what are we doing next?
Next, we're gonna add the peppers.
Okay.
And this doesn't have to cook fully. There's another thing I like when cooking, like peppers or
The crunch.
anything. I like the crunch.
I love the crunch as well.
With kale as well. When I'm making efo, I don't cook my
I
kale completely because I like
Oh,
that.
you use
crunch
kale
in the
for
mouth.
efo?
I use kale.
Oh wow,
I
she's
use
posh,
kale.
isn't it? So
Posh
you don't use
girl.
tete or shoko?
Where's the tete and shoko?
It's in
It's
the African
spinach.
store. No.
They have it.
Yeah.
I've never found it.
Oh yeah. Well,
I've never
Uncle
found
Wenga has it. Shout out to Uncle
I've
Wenga.
never found it.
So yeah.
But at this point, move closer.
Okay.
We're gonna put the
The
mushrooms.
mushrooms. You know what? This is the one that I don't even understand in.
I love mushrooms.
I like it too, but they said it's fungi.
Yeah. It grows in the ground. It's like,
So we're eating fungi.
yeah, it's almost like, think about the caveman days. Everyone,
They're not
it's
eating
farming.
anything.
It's
We're not
almost
eat-
like farming.
I don't think they're eating mushrooms, Sha.
Oh.
But not my grandparents, Sha. I'm
Do you know what? We have mushrooms in Nigeria. I'm so
I know,
certain
but we're
that
not
they do.
eating it. It was just like spirogyra.
And it's a
Somebody
waste.
scraped spirogyra from the ground.
It's a waste. We're wasting food.
But I don't know. Okay, so what nutrients do you get from mushrooms?
I do not know the nutrients. I just know it's healthy.
But to be honest, there's mushroom extract powder, which they say is good for the brain.
So mushrooms then is good. Another thing I figured out is like, I'm sure the person that first discovered kale and vegetables would have been like, oh, this is bird food.
No, that one
Oh.
was Uncle Adam or Grandpa Adam. So that one.
Are you sure he did say that there was
No,
mushrooms
not
there?
like nothing inside the Bible. I've not seen mushroom once inside
Did
the
they say
Bible.
kale inside the Bible?
Greens. Greens are greens. So
Okay, so at this point, I'm gonna put in, I think for this one, I'm gonna use a half one, so one cube of,
I'll still use two, boys.
of
Okay.
no.
One might be okay.
Let's do two.
Let's do two. Let's enjoy the
Let's do
food,
two.
please. Check out Jill.
We'll crack that in.
Because we're putting kale, Abby.
Yeah, we're gonna put in some kale at the end.
Okay.
And the final stage is to add the kale. As much kale as you want. I love kale.
Yeah,
So-
I love kale. I love crunchy
And I like
kale.
it crunchy.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put it in, mix it in, and then put the heat off
Yeah.
so that we can blend our egusi that has been cooking
Okay.
before. So I'm gonna put all that in.
Nice. It's giving ugu vibes. And ugu and water leaf combination is beautiful.
Like when you go to like a posh restaurant, they always have something green.
Yeah.
They always tell you when we're in the restaurants, they'll tell us when we're creating a dish, always look for color, texture, acidity, which necessarily we don't do, sweetness and saltiness.
Okay.
And this is perfect as is, and I'm going to put that off. I'm going to put that on the side.
That is so, like, I could actually
So-
just eat that. That looks so good.
That's why I said we don't need eba.
Yeah.
It's not every time eba.
Yeah.
It's not every day eba. It's
Fine.
not every day eba.
Okay. I'm a lanko. Okay, I'm just joking.
Every day. So next we're gonna blend our egusi. So that's been cooking for like 15-20 minutes, I would say.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna turn it, and you can see
Nice.
how creamy that is. And it's basically perfect. Let me smell it. It smells coconutty. So I'm gonna pour that in the Thermomix. I'm gonna put some salt. So we blended it, it's nice and smooth now. We're gonna pour it back into the pan. And you've got this like creamy egusi coconut
this
sauce.
Coriander and carrot soup that I think is a Thermomix recipe. Looks like this, and I've tasted this thing, guys. The thing is, the show needs to end.
Don't worry, we're working on it. So we're going to put on low heat. You don't want to cook it too much now because it can split. The egusi can come back to itself.
Oh.
So that happens. It happened to me before.
I'm going to say that sounds like experience.
Yeah, bad experience. Because I don't know, there's something about the egusi seed that just makes it come back to itself again and split up from the oil. Okay. So we'll just put it on low and just put it on the back. Okay. And then we're going to fry the fish now. Okay. Next, we're going to fry our fish. So we've got 4 sea bass fillets here. And I know we're heavy on seasoning, but really with fish, sometimes you just have to let the fish do its thing and use salt and pepper, and that's it. Because that sauce is already very like rich and you've got the vegetables. So all we want to do is pan fry it. And I have a trick for not allowing my fish to stick in the pan. And all you need is like parchment paper, baking paper.
Thank you.
Baking paper or parchment paper. So I'm going to put that in the pan and it's going to get quite hot, but it would not let our fish stick into the pan and you get a crispy skin. And with fish as well, you need to go heavy on salt on the skin.
Okay.
It helps the water dry out on the skin and get like a crispy skin all through.
Okay.
So we're just going to go salt. And I'm not even going to do the other side. That's something I've learned just cooking fine dining food.
Yeah.
They don't over season their fish.
Yeah.
It's always their sauces that have like
everything.
Serious seasoning.
And the black pepper.
And then we're going to put some black pepper inside as well.
Got it.
Thank you. Just black pepper over the skin. And that is great.
Okay.
Thank you very much. And I'm just going to make sure that that paper is covered in oil.
Okay.
And they always say when you're putting fish, you should put it away from you so it doesn't splash on you. But I'm going to put it down that way. And we're going to do 2 at a time.
Okay.
I'm going to do 2 at a time. And I'm going to use you can see it bulging up now. The skin is moving away from the pan. But if you want a crispy skin, you have to press it down so the skin's in contact with the paper. Unless you won't have a crispy skin. But we want it to be flat so we have that skin underneath.
I'm just here licking the egusi.
She's still licking the egusi.
Anyway, so I'm sorry.
At the final stretch.
Please let me just tell them about my dress.
Please, do you have one in my size?
I can get you. I'll hook you up, baby. I'll hook you up.
Okay.
You know what? This dress is by someone that is fast becoming one of my favorites. Yesterday Laguda. The fabric so soft, just takes the silhouette. Rich auntie vibes, as they call it.
I love rich auntie vibes.
Rich auntie vibes. No. And then it comes in. It's sheer, so you can actually wear it like on a resort somewhere, on a holiday with swimwear. But it also comes with like an underwear, shimmy, a dress under. What's it called? What's shimmy?
Yeah,
a slip. Stop it.
Sorry, shimmy, I know.
We are broad. So it has a slip underneath. Yesterday Laguda, so many beautiful things. You need to get yourself hooked up. I'll hook you up.
No problem.
Oh, very nice.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I like rich auntie vibes.
Always auntie mom. Don't dance too much.
Okay, it's perfect now. I'm going to flip it over. So you can see like all the edges is cooked and the middle is still like opaque. They will say opaque. By the time I flip it, it's going to cook in like 1 second. So I'm going to pull off the heat and I'm not going to cook it anymore. I'm just going to flip it over and you can see the color. It's beautiful. And the heat is off and the fish is going to cook. So no more. Nothing needed anymore. The fish is done. I put off the heat and that's it. So if you're looking at ways to like elevate your dish and make it completely look fancy for fine dining scene, we're going to make a tuile. You can make a tuile, and these 12 mats, they're called like silly mats. It's made from silicone. You can find it on Amazon. I bought this on Amazon as well. And I've got 2 different types. And the recipe is very, very easy to make at home. And you can just do it if you want to add a little element of fancy to your dish when you're making your dish at home. And all you need is equal amounts of egg, flour and butter. So 35 grams of flour, 35 grams of butter, 35 grams of eggs.
White of egg?
White egg, egg whites.
Egg white.
Sorry.
Okay. And you garnished it with?
And I've added like some dried parsley and coriander.
Nice.
Put a bit of salt inside. You can also make this for like desserts and add some honey inside instead of salt.
Oh, nice.
Wherever you want. And it just changes the element of your food.
Let's go.
So we're just going to put it on. I'm going to try, I'll do 1 of each.
Okay.
Or 2 of each, as my mix allows me. Okay. And you just, all you need is a palette knife, a little palette knife. And you just swirl it around. And when you cook it, you can cook it in the oven, 170 degrees for like 5 to 6 minutes. It's very quick.
Nice. Ooh. Moment of truth.
So before you try it, I'm just gonna add some efirin oil.
Hey, don't spoil it because I've already tasted everything already and I know that it's sweet.
I want you to try it with, and that's just an element of some fragrant oil made with efirin. So give it a try.
So
I already know what it tastes like.
I already know what it tastes like as well, but without the efirin oil.
Now you try it with it.
I'm so hungry. Honestly, guys, I really wish you could taste some of this food with me. I don't know what to say. This is amazing. Just small funnel like this. I'm in Mayfair. Just small.
We're already in Mayfair.
Honestly, with this thing,
So
I know it's garnished, but the tuber.
So it comes out like that.
This one's so sweet. Guys, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. My book is available on Amazon. Bye bye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. 7, 8. 8. Again. 8. Hey. 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.